Morning. This is where I slept. It looks fairly flat, but I was actually, I was slanted this way. I was falling. But I slept okay. I was surprised. I kept peeing. And then I heard these voices in the morning. There's like some people camping out in the distance over there. I was like, oh, interesting. I wonder if I just walked, 10 more minutes on the trail, I'd probably find an actual campsite. This is just a stealth camp. The trail is, where is the trail? It's like right over there. You can see the fallen log, maybe, right at the tip of my finger. So yeah, so there's a fallen log. Maybe you can see it better here, that little line. But yeah, in the dark, I was wandering around in the dark, just like, oh, was this spot flat? Oh, is this spot flat? And then by the time I found this one, I was like, oh, am I lost? So I put all my stuff down, and I went back in the dark to retrace my steps to make sure I could find the trail in the morning. So yeah, I'm gonna go get my food. I think I want to start walking before I eat. I'm not sure. Morning, guys. Just ran into Poison, and he's like the southbound front runner, which I didn't know that was a thing. He's got the 001 tag, which I guess is something. And so starting from Maine, I met a whole bunch of other Sobos who were like starting from Harper's Ferry or not from Maine. So that was cool. Talk to him a second. But yeah, southbound bubble, it's here. So I'll probably be hitting a lot of southbounders for the next month or so. It's fun. You get to finally kind of get the experience of kind of hiking with people, at least seeing and talking to people who are doing the same thing as me a little bit more steadily. So yeah, it's fun talking to these guys. They've been out here twice as far as me. So this is like if it's 800 for me, that means it's 1,400 for them. So that's awesome. This is pretty cool. It says Memories of the Brown Mountain Creek Community. So it says, I'll just read it to you guys. As you travel north along the next 1.4 miles, you have the Appalachian Trail. Watch for the remains of an abandoned community. Freed slaves built and lived in this small farm community in the early 1900s. The memories and insights into life on Brown Mountain Creek came from a former resident, Mr. Taft Hughes, during an oral interview with the Forest Service. The homes were small and the people hard-working. The food was simple but nourishing. Mr. Hughes remembered his mother's ash cakes, which were cooked on the hearth covered with ashes and coals. He says, she would take them out of there, and she had a special broom made from corn, broom corn. She'd sweep them off real good and then would wash them. You didn't taste any ashes on them, but they were much sweeter than if you baked them in a stove. Much sweeter. We'd eat them right there, and lots of times for supper we'd have that and a glass of milk. I wished I had one now. It would be impossible to match that flavor. So, yeah, I'll show you guys some of the old ruins from the old Brown Mountain Creek community. There's a funny thing about the trail. seems to be a lot of accuracy to it, is that the men lose a lot of weight and the women gain weight. It's very odd. And there's a funny expression someone told me in Glasgow, a rerun. He said the men, you know, come off the trail looking like POWs, and the women come off the trail looking like Beyonce. If I'd walked another hour yesterday, I would have gotten to the Brown Mountain Shelter. And I didn't realize that I'm in the George Washington National Forest. This is a great forest. It's got some amazing scenery. I don't know if it's part of the AT or not, but yeah, it's got some real good stuff. This is a real nice shelter. There's some water down here. Maybe you can hear it. There's also a whole bunch of campsites just down the steps here, down the hill, and back there's a little bridge, and there's some campsites right there. It's very nice. And then the trail will continue that way. Oops, I didn't really notice anything. This is the second sign for the southbounders. But read another quote from Mr. Taft Hughes. My dad paid 1/4 of the crop. If you owned your team, you only paid 1/4. But if you didn't own your team and the landlord had to furnish a team, you had to give half of what you made. There was a grist mill in the community that ground corn to make cornmeal. The sharecroppers paid Joe Davis, the mill owner, 1/8 of their corn in payment for grinding their corn. This community disbanded in the early 1920s when they sold their land to the Forest Service, and henceforth made the AT possible. And there's a little drawing on that sign, and it's right here. This little stone wall with a stick on it. I guess that was part of the old community. And now it's time to go uphill forever and ever and ever and ever. Very big uphill. 2 hours later, still going up. But it's very gradual most of the time. But you definitely feel it. It's good when it's cold. Going up, really, it warms you up. Oh, definitely warms you up. I think this is the top of Bluff Mountain. The top of summit number 2. Big old bald. And this will be a lunch spot somewhere. Find out where it is soon. And there she is. Day 2 of a beautiful lunch spot on the rocks that I was walking up towards. It's always so neat when you're at the top of a hill and then you get to see, you know, the other hill you're going to be walking on. This should be the top part. I don't think I'm going over that mountain. I don't know, maybe I am. I don't know. It is, hey, slip it. It is going to go up and down a bit. I just got stuck. A very long lunch. Like a day hiking guy was coming out. He's a wildlife scientist, and he was talking about, he was looking for rattlesnakes. He had a job in Georgia where he was tracking rattlesnakes, and he lives out this way now because that job ended as a wildlife scientist early on, and you're not like a specialist. You just kind of do, I guess, summer work is what he was saying. And it's harder to find winter jobs. There's just less of them, and it's very seasonal. And so anyway, he came up here for fun, trying to find some rattlesnakes. So that was neat talking to him about that and whatever else. Now I gotta giddy up. Just another beautiful view. Does anyone understand this? I think it's a birch bark. I see it on the ground all the time. It turns this teal color, and you can really see it, I guess, like right in there. It turns like that real greenish teal color. I see it all the time. I don't understand. I don't know what's happening. But it's a really awesome, it looks like someone dyed it, you know? But I see it all the time. And I wasn't sure what tree it was, but that one was the biggest teal colored stick so far, and it had some birch bark on it. So if anyone knows what that teal color is, that would be awesome. Maybe Rick, maybe you know. Oh, staying at a shelter here with my friend Tuk. He's on the phone. He's from Korea. I started this fire, which is cool. All on my own. If it wants to focus for me. Wait. Yeah. No. That's okay. You can see that it's a fire.